So KHUDOIAN boxing for the Russian Boxing Federation, three-time national champion, has won it in the last 3 years. An agile kind of fighter, tall for the weight, switches stance, quite a wide stance a lot of the time, dips quite low at the waist, offers in that head, gloves low. He's quite awkward, can tend to spring in from the outside. He's hard to get to grips with. That's certainly what Jefimovic found in the opening round. He has his kind of style and his method. Difficult to read.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, bring out his opponent to the ring. Fighting out of the blue corner, representing Japan, it's Kazuma ARATAKE.
Kazuma ARATAKE of Japan went to the World Youth Championships in Kielce earlier in the year, so he's young. This is his first senior World Championships. 18 years old, from Kagoshima. So whoever wins this will go through to meet Wuchai Urachai, who we saw just get through in the previous fight. So ARATAKE in the blue, KHUDOIAN in the red. Southpaw ARATAKE. KHUDOIAN starting off in the orthodox stance. Switches southpaw almost immediately there, just stooping, throwing the jab. He's got a long reach, really long arms. Rushes forward there on ARATAKE, looks to let his hands go, KHUDOIAN. There was not all that much technique about that, but he saw an opening and just went for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, in about 284, please greet the boxer representing
leaping into a right hand there, KHUDOIAN, and he's beginning to.
And his opponent in the blue corner, please welcome Saki.
Find his range a little bit, possibly. He is awkward, as I said at the start. He's got those long arms. Throws a feint with the front foot there. He's got good upper body movement and then just moves on to the inside, and the referee had said stop boxing, so he really shouldn't have thrown that combination, and the referee's telling him to keep his head up as well. He's a difficult fighter to get to grips with, very difficult, and ARATAKE's barely managed to land anything on him yet, because he just dips in and out, he darts in and out. Then when he does commit, he really commits. Comes in square, big long arms, just winging in wide shots. Well, the referee has immediately taken a point there, pretty much immediately, after just 2 minutes, but he had warned him, he had spoken to him a couple of times about coming in with the head low, and this will make a big difference, because that's a big part of what KHUDOIAN does. That's a good combination from him there, though. That might just stop him from rushing ARATAKE in the way that he has done so far. He might have to keep it more at range. And the referee talking to him now about hitting with the inside of the glove. And that's another thing that he does do quite a lot of, because he throws those wide punches. So that's an interesting development in that first round. Different referees handle different fighters and fights in different ways, but I can't argue with what the referee has done there, because he does come in with that head low, and then the head just comes straight into the chest there, straight into the stomach. And he's taken another point. That's 2 points off in the first round. And having warned him once, that head then colliding with the chest, and effectively headbutting the chest, well, he had to take the second. And he is skating on very, very thin ice now. KHUDOIAN really is. The split scoring. 3 10s for KHUDOIAN, 2 for ARATAKE, but what that translates into are some unusual scores at the end of the first round. So there are 2 10-7s there for ARATAKE. Those 2 rounds that he won with the 2-point deductions, 10-7s. He's out of sight on those 2 cards almost already. And the other 3 are 9-8 in favour of KHUDOIAN, because with those 3 judges he won the round but had the 2-point deductions.
Ring B, seconds out. Ring B, round number 2.
KHUDOIAN looking to try and jab to the body. ARATAKE just trying to get in and out with the feet. Did find it difficult in that first round because, as I said, he's a tricky customer. But with the point deductions, he's got to be so careful now, KHUDOIAN. ARATAKE just closes in, carrying his head a bit low, actually. The referee indicates there that he needs to keep it up. He doesn't want to give any of those point deductions back. He's got 2 cards here, ARATAKE. Even if he loses the next 2 rounds 10-9 with those 2 judges, he has won those 2 cards. But if he loses them with the other 3, then he'll lose the fight, because he's only behind by a single point with those 3. The head may be coming in a little bit low there. And the referee has kind of made his bed with this and just telling him to keep that head up. He's not going to take a point every single time. He took it a second time because, as I said, he effectively headbutted ARATAKE in the chest. So a minute down in round 2. KHUDOIAN springing in from the outside. Good right hand there from KHUDOIAN. Right to the body from the Russian, and this will be a big win for him if he can somehow pull this off. It's doable, but he has to win rounds 2 and 3. Well, it's very difficult to do it now, because there goes another point for hitting with the inside of the glove. 3 points off he's had now. 3 points off, and this is making life impossible for him, really. And the fight is over. The fight is over. I must admit, I don't really know what to make of that, because that is how he fights. And in the first fight, the referee was maybe a bit more lenient, didn't penalise to anything like the same extent, but our referee on this occasion warned him from the start about coming in low with the head 2 or 3 times, then took the point. Then he came in with it low again, made hard contact with the chest, took another point. Second round there, after warning him again a few times about hitting with the inside of the glove, took a point, and the fight's over.
With your judges winner due to disqualification. To the blue corner from Japan, Kazuma ARATAKE.
A DQ win for ARATAKE, who lost the first round on the cards without the point deductions, and was losing that second one on the cards without the point deductions, I would say. But through he goes. And I said that this afternoon we had a lot of incident, and we just kicked off with even more there. So ARATAKE goes through. And Aratake will fight Utachai Yarachai. So that's it for the minimum weights. That completes our lineup for the round of 8, or otherwise known as the quarterfinals, which we will see next.